It's Claudia with Crazy Island Studios. I am 1 week post hand surgery, carpal tunnel surgery, so I still have an incision and stitches right here in my hand under this here band-aid. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm going to try and do a journal page for you guys. I am working in my smaller moleskine, Moleskina, whatever you want to call it, journal. They call it the large sketchbook, but it is not that large. So what I've done now is I'm getting close to the end, so I've started working from the back forward just to help the pages lay a little more flat while I'm working on them, because, you know, it's gotten a little chunky in here. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have a lot of dexterity in my hand, I can't like grasp well. It hurts. So I was just trying to cut something and it was a bad idea. I finished it. I started with a little one to see if I could do it, and I finished it, but it wasn't a whole lot of fun, so I'm not going to do that again. So what I'm going to do is start just with a background from a napkin. I have a ton of napkins, and especially now that we did the napkin swap with Crazy Island Family, I have, I don't know, a gazillion napkins, it seems like. So I am going to start with this really cool, I love the trees. So as much as I don't want to cut, I am going to, I've got this already, so let's set this aside. I am going to cut this in half because it's like almost exactly the right height for my journal. So I'm going to simply trim it down. Be patient with me because it's probably going to take 2 hands to work the scissors. Okay. Glad that's over. Goodness gracious. That was not a lot of fun. So this way I can save the rest of this napkin because it's really pretty and I will use it again. So there's no reason to just tear it up or rip it off the edge. I might as well save that half. This is an unfinished page. I think I showed you guys in my last mail swap video that I did just now, because I just made one. So yeah, I'll finish that page later and I'll post a picture on Crazy Island Family. If you guys are not on there, you probably won't get to see that. I could post it on my website. You guys can check it out there. I think this might be 3-ply. Let's see, because there's the first, but it's still pretty white on the back. So it looks like there's another layer. There we go. Set those pieces aside, and let's see how this will fit on my page. It's going to fit pretty well, I think. Yeah, I like that. That's going to be a cute background. So we'll just lay that out of the way for now. Whew. Now then the question remains, do I want to use a wet media or a dry? Let's see if I can get this open. Oh, it's still loosened up from last time. I did have to go have my husband open my matte medium for me. I'm going to do this because the spreader seems to be a little easier for me to use because of the way that I don't know, the way that you use the spreader seems to be less painful on my hand than brushing right now. So this is just regular soft gel in matte. I probably shouldn't say regular because you could buy regular gel. This is soft gel. Okay, I'm going to switch to matte medium just because I'm tearing the napkin. And I do want to get a coat over the top. Oh, this brush is so stiff. I do want to get a coat over the top so that it's sealed down and I can paint on top of it. And I won't have to worry about ripping it then. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to let it dry. I'm not real worried about the fact that it ripped right down here at the bottom because I planned on painting around the bottom anyways because of that pattern. I just really wanted the trees. So I was planning on painting something else along the bottom or doing something else along the bottom. So I have the trees. I'm happy with that. I'm going to let this dry completely. I'm going to put something underneath each side so that the pages don't stick to the pages next to them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so what I've decided on is some very, very watery Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray is not gray, it's blue, and it'll be, I think, a good color to wash in here. I want more water than that. There we go. For like a night dark background. This is not the right brush. There it goes. Okay, let's get some water on here first. Getting way too much paint. Okay, maybe just a little bit more. I'm liking that. I'm liking that, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so I really like the Payne's Gray and how it's looking up here. So I've decided I'm going to add some more of it down in the lower portion to, I forgot my paper, to help kind of obscure this pattern at the bottom of the page that I'm not really going for. So I'm going to darken it. I'm going to have to actually paint some of it on too. There we go. That was some water. And now I just want to blend this up into the rest of it. A little more water. Okay. Too dark. So I rinsed my brush, but I left it really wet so that I could feather this up without really adding any extra color to the top of the page, but really blend it out from that bottom darkness. So now it looks a little more like a true night forest look would be, where it would be really dark in the foreground, but it would get a little brighter as you got a little higher up into the trees where the moonlight might be still hitting. So let me let this dry. This is going to take a little while because it's really wet and juicy down here. So it's going to take just a little while to dry and then I will be back. Okay, so let me zoom in just so you can see a little better. I added some yellow and white and a little bit of a green turquoise to the trees just to give them some color. Totally forgot to hit the record button. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I used my Derwent Inktense blocks. You could use watercolors or watered down paint, whichever you want. I just wanted something, I don't know, easy, but it's still really dark and I don't know that I really mind so much, but it's just, it's not really me if there's not some pink in there somewhere, right? Right? So I'm gonna try something. This may be good, this may be really bad, but these are water soluble, so I do have a chance to get most of that off. But I think I'm going to just go in with a little bit of pink. These are water-soluble oil pastels by Portfolio. They're really inexpensive, and you can get them sometimes even at like Walmart. So I'm using these because I can smear them really well with my fingers, and I can really get them blended into the trees. Okay, I missed the tree. Oops, alarm. Hold on. Okay. I misted the tree a little bit up here, so let's activate that with water and wipe it off. See how simple that was? Yeah, water solubles are good like that. Just make sure you don't do that over your watercolor, or you'll take your watercolors off too. Let me zoom in just a little bit on one so you can really maybe get a sense of what I'm doing. If you can't really tell, well, you can see here where that's way really close, isn't it? Just put some in and rubbed it around. So I'm really mostly randomly applying this. Well, that just makes me happier. There's pink in it now. I don't know what it is. I have to do it, right? I have to do it. I'm tempted to do some additional colors, but I think I might just leave it alone and write some text in the bottom in a white gel pen. And I think I'm going to go around the edges with the stays on. I really like the fact that the napkin, the ripped parts, I didn't rip all of it off. See, like there's little, that didn't need to stay. But there's like all these edges that whenever I pulled the napkin off, I didn't cut it or trim it to make it perfect. So I kind of like that. Y'all know I like to grunge it up on the pages a little. I need to turn this around and come at it this direction. Alright, just a little, just to finish that edge and darken up any of it. Okay, give me a minute to think of what I might want to write about on here, and then I will come back and I will write on it. Okay, so I added the journaling, basically, you know, me complaining and me telling myself to shut up because it's just not that bad and there are worse things in this world. So, and that's often what I tell myself. A lot of you who watch me say that, you know, I'm such a positive person all the time on my videos. Really, that's kind of me all the time. I'm not a real negative Nelly. I'd really try to look at the fact that there is generally always something worse that could be happening. So I better just be thankful that I have whatever trial I have and I don't have somebody else's trial. So that's kind of the way that I try and just think all the time so that I can remain positive and keep a good attitude, because I do have good days and bad days just like everybody else. I do have chronic pain issues like a lot of my viewers and a lot of the people who've joined Crazy Island family. I don't have as serious of medical conditions as a lot of you. I do have problems with my back and my hips and some pain problems, but I have to stop and think that, you know, there's a lot of things I don't have that I should be thankful for, and things that I do have that I should be thankful for. So that's kind of how I maintain my positivity, is to, if I need to whine or fuss a little bit, I'll do it and I'll get it out, and then I just don't let it continue, you know? I don't just keep whining and fussing. I try to do my whining, do my fussing, do my crying, get out whatever I need to get out, art it out if necessary, you know, talk to my husband or somebody else who's supportive, and then just turn it around, flip it to the positive, and move on with my life. Because the whining and fussing isn't going to change anything in what's happening with me. So I really try to have that attitude and to, you know, have fun. I only get to live this life once. And if I'm always complaining about the things that I have that I could complain about, then I'm not going to enjoy the things that I could be enjoying. So I just, you know, I try to stay positive. I do. And I appreciate that you guys notice that, and I hope that, you know, that's one of the reasons why you guys watch my videos and that you have fun with me, because I'm all about having fun. All about having fun. So this is totally a different style of page than I normally make. As you all know, I am, you know, bright and colorful, and my pages often are, I'm trying to find a page because I started working from the back of the book, you know, bright and cheery and lots of color, you know. So, oop, that one's not done yet. So, yeah, as you can see, like, this is one of my really, really old pages, and then I have pages that I've done recently in the front, because I don't work in my journal in order. So, yeah, it might be better if I did, so that I could see chronologically how things change, but so far that's just not the way it's worked out for me. Maybe someday I'll do that, but for now, not so much. I have started dating my pages so I can kind of see, well, if I remember, because I didn't date that Buddha page, so I should go back and do that. I hope you guys like the video. It is very different, and I really like the darkness and the nighttime view of the trees that I was able to create. I still say it needs a coat of gloss, and I will probably add that before I wax it, just to make it shiny. Right now, I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay, but I think I would like it to be shiny. But I really like it since I added the colors into it, so even though it is a darker page, it still has some of the color that I really, really like. And, well, you know, you gotta have some pink in there. So I'm leaving it just like this, simple as it is. Letting the trees, I love that napkin, I love these trees, so I really don't want to cover them up. So I'm just leaving it how it is. I managed to get a little journaling in, and it hurt a little bit, but toughed it out. And it's getting better because I can actually write, because just a few days ago I couldn't. So I shouldn't complain about the fact that it's sore when I do it, or that it hurts, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are having a really good week, and I'm hoping that I get this video edited and out for you guys. I've been super busy, so bear with me. I'm really sorry. And then I've been super limited in the last week since I had the surgery, so I haven't gotten as much done as I would have liked to, but here's a journal page for you at least, and I'll try and work on another one as soon as I can, and I will talk to you guys later. I thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, or the thumbs up. Let me know if you like the video, and all my links and everything and all the ways to contact me, they'll be down below in the description box. So I will talk to you guys soon, and again, thanks for watching. Bye!